Today, as we honor our veterans, we often hear about war stories and bravery beyond belief.
An Asheville man served his country in historic times of war. News 13's John Lee is live in downtown Asheville.
And John, Earl Norwood dedicated much of his life to the Army.
That's right. That name may sound familiar, and that's because he's the brother of Bill Norwood, a WLOS icon. And over the years, Earl served in World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, all that time focusing on the enemy, while here at home, Bill Norwood focused on being an ambassador of sorts. This is the tale of two brothers. They've endured the best of times and the worst of times.
And it's this Veterans Day. There are a group of ladies waiting over there waiting for me.
You can go pretty good on that thing.
It's 88-year-old Earl Norwood's day, or so younger brother Bill says, because living in Earl's shadow is an honor.
I wish my husband could be here for this. He was in the airport.
Thank you.
Because beyond the applause and maybe an opening joke,
With your permission, I'll remain seated.
Earl's resume of service in the Army is remarkable.
14 major battles in 3 wars. My company, Delta Company, 3rd of the 22nd, adopted that orphanage. And those kids ate. There's the thing that I'm really proud of. That I can look you in the eye and say, yes, I'm a vet.
We didn't even know he was in Normandy.
Bill is 14 months younger.
In those days, when the fellows came back, nobody talked about it. It's amazing to me. It just is amazing that he has weathered the storm.
Bill was in the Navy, but never served overseas. And while Earl fought for freedom,
What? Who left the door open?
Bill lived his American dream, known as Mr. Bill to generations in western North Carolina.
Good to see you, Bob. My goodness gracious.
Also a News 13 anchor and weatherman.
With Cherie Blakemore and Bill Norwood.
During much of that time, the close brothers were distant.
I've had my adventures just as Earl has, and I appreciate them so much more now because of people like him.
But Earl says his service wasn't all sacrifice. There was one New Year's Eve in London, just 17.
And I was kissing the devil out of Marlene Dietrich.
Marlene Dietrich, the starlet?
That's right. What? Yes.
Can you believe it?
One glamorous moment in nearly 3 decades of service. And Earl doesn't diminish what his brother, the icon, did for so many young fans.
Remember the time you told everybody to be good to their mother?
Mutual admiration between the Norwood brothers.
And I was good to my mother. I mean, come on, I know what this man did. This is one pleasure I will never, ever forget. I thank you all so much. I thank you.
Earl says all veterans deserve respect, including the TV star who will always be his little brother.
Slow down, please. Earl,
Making up for lost time.
we're supposed to be walking back, okay? Slow that thing down.
There you go.
Bonding his brothers and his veterans.
That was a great speech, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good. Excellent, yeah.
And it was a pleasure, of course, spending the morning with those two vets. And we're here at the Veterans Memorial here in downtown Asheville, of course, honoring all men and women who served. And I want to walk us over to right here. You see the wreath in honor of Veterans Day. And, of course, to all of you who served, thank you for your service. Reporting live in downtown Asheville, John Lee, News 13.